I'm going to say your name really excitedly. Ready?
Okay.
Kelly! We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Da-da-da.
And here is our
What?
alcohol experience.
We're going to do both of them?
Let's slam it,
Okay.
damn it.
We're doing
We're a little drunk.
We're doing the intro after
After a lot of drinks.
after we've had all the drinks. And then we're going to put in us discussing about the drinks
Sober.
at the beginning. So you get us at the end of the drinks.
Yeah, so you get us very drunk. Then you get us sober. Then you get us, like, mediocre during our interview. And then at the end, you'll get us extremely drunk.
It's great.
Enjoy.
Did you follow all that?
I hope so. All right.
Yay.
Here is our
Wait, we're going to talk about drinks.
drinks. Here it is.
So we asked people a little while ago to give us their favorite summer cocktails, and we got quite a few. So we can't do them all at once. So we're gonna do some here, some there, and
Ta-da!
see what happens. So our first one here is from Kimbra, and this is a crazy one. And Kimbra, Kimbra's a bartender, all right? So she knows how to make this drink look pretty. This drink.
She hasn't had anything to drink yet.
I did. I had shots at the liquor store.
Never mind, I take it off.
So she made this drink look real pretty, and we tried.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Except now it's all melted, so it doesn't look as pretty as it did.
It's there.
No, it's not at all. It doesn't look anything like Kimbra's. And okay, but this is called a buzzsaw, and apparently
This
it was
is strong.
It was invented in the bar that Kimbra used to work at, with a bunch of hot lumberjacks worked there also. You go, girl. This is like a rum margarita that was a blended margarita, and all of our ice has melted.
It's a hot
And
summer day.
there's a little, rum margarita, grenadine on the bottom. And then it's supposed to be a 151 floater. I couldn't find 151.
Because it's illegal now. They don't sell it anymore.
Bacardi is discontinued, but they do have other 151 rums. But I couldn't find any, and I was running short on time. So I got some 94 proof.
Perfect.
Close enough. Maybe.
I
Anyway,
can smell it from here.
apparently you can only do, like, one is plenty. So let's see.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Your straw.
Whoa.
Oh, that's good.
It's good. It's strong.
It tastes like rum. It's good.
It's like a honey rum. It's good.
It is really good.
I can only do one of these. Holy. But if you take it again, there's like a different.
Well, probably because the flavors get all like.
Ooh. Ay, ay, ay. This would knock your socks off.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Yeah, we're going to be drunk by the end of this one.
Yay!
Should we try the other one?
Yeah. Now we're going to do the other one.
Yay! Woo!
We have another drink. This one is another in our summer cocktail series.
It's pretty.
It's so pretty. So this one's from Melissa, and she said she calls it fun stuff.
All right.
So it is blue raspberry.
It's not me this time.
That was just from the bottom of my glass.
No, you tipped it a little.
Oh, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, huh. Blue raspberry vodka, lemonade, and blackberries. And it looks
It does.
pretty and purple. In my camera, it looks blue. In my eyes, it looks purple.
Well, I'm glad your eyes see purple.
Well, look at your camera looks blue too.
Oh, yeah, I guess it does. But against my blue, maybe it looks more purple. I don't know.
I don't know.
All right.
Whatever. Yay!
Fun
Cheers!
stuff. Gosh damn. I love
It's
this
like
one.
Kool-Aid. It tastes like raspberry
It's
Kool-Aid.
so good.
So this is, I swear, it doesn't taste like there's liquor in this at all.
No.
But I put like up to here.
This is so good.
This would also be a one and done for me just because it's pretty sweet, and I can't do sweet drinks.
No, I would drink this all day long.
I know you would drink it all day.
This is so good.
This would be good though for like summer, like an all day by the pool. You could definitely drink this all day by the pool.
You could sneak this in any sporting event.
Yeah.
Put it in your little...
But I would get tired of it, like... It does taste pretty refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the lemonade. Or is it like the glass is sweating?
I think it's all of the above.
Mm. So anyway, so these are, I think this is a good like all day by the pool type of thing. Yeah, if I was just like hanging out and having a cocktail like at a party or something, I don't think I could have like more than one, but this is really good.
I could, yeah. It isn't me, I swear. Where is it coming from?
That's what she said.
Hey, we're here with CM Hutton and Kayden Lukakis, and CM is the co-author of Corrupt Shadows with Rebecca Garcia, and Kayden is one of the narrators for the amazing audiobook. His character is one of the side characters, super hilarious.
Yes, I love the side characters so much.
Yes, and this book is super rad, super dark, and super hot. Too. Yeah. So we're going to chat with them all about how the book came to be, how the audiobook came around, and all of the like inside scoop. So let's get into it.
Good job, Kelly. That was probably the best one she's done.
Hey.
You guys, I'm impressed.
Maybe I should drink buzzsaws all the time.
You should. Christine, can you tell us a little bit about Corrupt Shadows?
So Corrupt Shadows is a dark paranormal romance. There's themes. It's all over gothic. Like I never know what to call it because it has so many different things, but on Amazon it's dark stalker romance, but it's paranormal, gothic, demons and witches.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I forget. Hold on. Let me check my notes. I read a whole thing. It was so good.
Okay.
All right.
No, I love it.
Corrupt Shadows is a dark paranormal stalker romance. Other themes include gothic vibes, demon, MMC, witch, FMC. The demon, Lorcan, is the king of demons, and he stalks the FMC Evie, who's the witch, through the mirrors in her home and all over the human realm where she lives.
Which, after reading this book, I definitely looked at mirrors, double taking. Definitely don't read it late at night and look in a mirror.
Oh, there's a whole other side story about mirrors that I can tell you if you want. That Rebecca, I blame.
Yes.
The other thing that I just like that there is a Cliffy, a brutal one, at the end of Corrupt Shadows, but at the end of the duology, it will be an HEA.
I have a question also before you tell your story, because I'll forget. It reminded me a lot of like Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass type of thing. Was that any sort of like inspiration or totally not?
No, that actually isn't, but I wouldn't be surprised if if Rebecca watches this and she's like, oh, okay, so in book 2, we're going to throw in something with those themes. It seems to fit a lot of stuff, like the 7 deadly sins were like, we accidentally made all the brothers the 7 deadly sins without realizing it. So that kind of just like fell into it with our alpha readers. We're like, like this brother's this. And we're like, oh yeah. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. So, because we plan in the future more, hopefully standalones or duet within the Corrupt Shadows world with different characters after this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we don't have any firm plans or anything like that. We just have ideas.
Okay, tell your fun
I know, I'm
story.
really excited about the mirror story.
So, Rebecca and I wrote Corrupt Shadows last summer, and we wrote it in less than 2 months, and we were in like a fever dream the entire time we were writing it.
Wow.
Because we both have small kids at home, and they were home all the time. We were trying to write and do all the things. Sleep deprived to the point of making ourselves ill. Like, it was bad.
Wow.
But never again. But the point is, Rebecca, we were researching, and she loves research. My nickname for her is Professor Bunny, because she loves research. And I'm,
Aww.
because, but So anyway, she was telling me about demons and like demon lore and mirrors, and like it was probably 1 o'clock in the morning. And she's telling me about how demons, you know, in lore and possibly in reality use mirrors to like watch people, and you shouldn't have any in your room or directly facing your bed or any of this stuff. And she totally freaked me out. I went into my room by the time we were done at 3 a.m., turned around the one mirror, and I have never had it facing the room again because I'm terrified.
Kayden, with your part in this book, did you look at mirrors differently after playing that character?
You know what? I didn't. Like, I love freaky shit, and I've got mirrors everywhere. Like, I've got mirrors everywhere, and like including in front of my bed, and it didn't even creep me out. So
Now you're
sorry,
gonna double
that's kind
think
of a
it.
boring
Then you're gonna be like,
answer.
wait a
Totally
minute.
on par for Aiden too.
Yeah, true.
Meh.
Yeah. I mean, when I auditioned for this character, I got a message from the production manager, casting director, and it was like 11 at night, and I was just like, okay. So I just rolled up out of bed, got in my studio, and sent it off. So like it, I don't know, Kayden. I'm not saying that like me, Kayden is a lot like Aiden, but we're not like each other.
Your voice is like the whole part was perfect. It was so good.
funny.
It's a good character.
And how it was written was perfect. It
Yeah,
was like
so
just
perfect.
that comical humor that you need in a dark
Mhm.
romance. It was so
Mhm.
good.
When he auditioned, Rebecca and I felt the same way. Well, I listened to it first, and instantly within the first couple lines, I was like, "Yeah, fucking sold." Like he's got it.
Yeah.
So funny. I'm like, "Yeah, it's perfect, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, just tell him we don't need any more. Just that's fine."
Like you have to
Yeah.
wish you would have showed up with like a backwards hat on right now, and like you need to have a red Solo cup in your hand.
Yes.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I love that character so much. Like he was just written so perfectly.
So along those lines, Christine, like how do you come up with all of your characters?
So I have a nice thing. Stand by. I have a really good thing to go with this. Okay, so for me, generally they just come to me like it'll be out of nowhere, and I'll be like, you know, this character would be really good in a book, and it'll just have most of the things, like kind of a vague shape of the character. But then once I start thinking about it more, the essence of the character starts to formulate, like their looks, personality, habits, magical powers. If you know, we write more paranormal and fantasy, so that's always something we like to involve. But what Rebecca and I also like to do after that stuff is we assign every character a sign, astrology sign, to get help
Oh yeah.
make it even
Ooh.
more in depth. Like, so in Corrupt Shadows, Lorcan is a Scorpio and Evie is a Pisces.
Oh, that's really interesting.
It really helps. So Rebecca is very into it. She knows all the signs and, like, you know, the different types of things that go along with that. I can barely remember my own sign most of the time. So yeah, but no, it really does make the characters more realistic and personable with having those traits.
Mm-hmm.
When you're creating your characters, do you have like their voice almost in your head? So when you are doing the audio, it's easier to pick because you kind of already know the tone that you're looking for?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I know when I'm writing scenes, I'll hear the characters in my head sometimes randomly. It makes me sound like a crazy person. They'll be like, "Hey, let's do this in a scene," and they're like, "I'm gonna say this," and I'm like, "No, just stop. I'm trying to sleep." But they're like, just all the time. But yeah, so I hear how their voice is, and to make our writing more in-depth and detailed, we also like to include those traits as well. Like, you know, Lorcan, he growls all the damn time, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we wanted a voice that was able to do that extremely well. But for for Aiden's character, we wanted him to be like Joey from Friends. That's what was
Yeah.
our
Oh, that's perfect.
Wait. Okay. So, Kayden, can you can you
Yes, do it.
can you do a how you doing?
Like Aiden? I feel like Aiden doesn't sound like Jody.
Yeah, but do
Or
it. Do
Joey.
a Joey. How you doing?
No, do it Aiden style, though.
Do an Aiden.
How you doing?
Yeah.
That was...
Wait, no, okay, no. Aiden's like, how are you doing? What's so funny? That's how it's just how I talk.
So with the audiobooks, you have narrators all over the world. How does that all come together to make the official audiobook?
So that was one of the main reasons why we hired a producer, a production company, because that's a lot of shit to try to sort through. But not just the narrators themselves, but there's, you got to pay the narrators, send contracts back and forth. Basically everything you have to do, including editing, and you give the producer your monies and you say, here, make this. And then they do it.
I like that a lot. That's perfect. How was it working with the is it producers? Is that what it's called?
So we worked with the company called Band Good Books. They're an offshoot of the Audio Flow, which is more well known. But the Band Good Books, they're building to be more of their very spicy, darker, taboo, whatever side of things. So we've really enjoyed working with them. They were great, and things went a hell of a lot smoother than they would if Rebecca and I were trying to do that on our own. I just can't even. We wouldn't have the quality audiobook that we have without the help, because no, it's just a fucking shit show clusterfuck cursingness. No, just.
That's a perfect way to put it. I love it.
And it is nice. Like, we really like when it is like a full cast audiobook. That's really cool too. And it is nice because your book has a huge array of characters too.
Yeah.
So it is nice to have like that array of different voices also. And all of your cast did a multitude of characters also. So it was cool that they were able to, they're so talented that they could differentiate and do different voices and accents and all the different things that they did too. Like, that was really cool as well.
Kayden did Jay as well. Did you do any other smaller ones?
Yeah, I was like what, Demon 1, Demon 2. Like there were a bunch of little random ones. I don't remember other than Jay and them. Oh, I was a bunch of Aiden's friends. At one point, I'm him and his friends.
Like all the frat boys.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I mean that's nothing new, because like even for a lot of books I do, it's just me, or it's me and one other person, and so that's a part of the fun. It's like I don't, you might not look like the characters or be anything like them, but you're switching between all of them. It's kind of schizophrenic, but it soothes a part of your soul.
That's
Aw,
amazing. I
that's
love
a really
that.
good little soundbite.
Yeah. And I love it because it's kind of nice because in your head, you get all those different voices when you're reading. And then so when you're listening to an audiobook and then you get a full cast, it kind of really is like a reading experience, but you're hearing it audibly. I love it.
I mean, so I'm fully, admittedly, a slut for audiobooks. So when Rebecca and I decided we were going to do them, I was like, no, we have to have the best, most top tier audiobook. And she's like, well, we don't need all that. I'm like, no, we do. And she's like, okay, we do. So we agreed. And I'm so glad we did, because it really does. Like you said, it brings the audiobook and the story to life even more, having all the different characters portrayed.
And it's not that monotone as like, one day they went into a forest.
I want Penny to do an audio.
I would be great.
I want you to do an audiobook like that.
Okay, I
like
will.
not even try.
I'll read the
Like-
next question.
Like, I want you
like
to
that.
be like, try to do the world's worst audiobook.
Okay, you ask the next question in the world's worst audiobook voice.
Oh wait, it's my turn.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna. I don't think I can without laughing. Is there a book of this?
I can't do it.
Is there a part?
You could just say it normally. She's not going to be able
I
to
can't
make
do it. Penny would probably do it. Is there a part of no? Because this is a cool question. I don't want to do it in
question.
Okay. Is there a part of this book that has a hidden meaning to you? And also, is there a part of this book that has a hidden meaning to you?
You did it. I really am excited to hear this question. That was like one of my ones I'm excited about.
So I actually had to think about that question for a while because I was like, I don't know, is there? Because in some books, I know absolutely going into it, like I'm like, this character is suffering similar trauma, and it's like, very cathartic to write that character. But going into Corrupt Shadows, there wasn't much of that, but I really like the scenes where both Lorcan and Evie have different flashbacks, dreams type of things, and they're both very traumatic. And those two scenes are, I don't know why, but they just speak to me. Like, those are the ones that mean the most to me because it's, I don't know, it's, you want authors, or at least Rebecca and I want to damage our characters so badly that they have to get fixed, so that like if it's, whether it's a FMC or MMC, they're so broken, you're like, oh, they just need fixed, even if they're a total asshole because they're broken. So
yeah, no, that's perfect.
That's really cool. And I liked Lorcan's like brooding or ruminating on that, like when he's like thinking about Evie and about like how much he's like talking about fixing her.
Oh yeah,
those parts were really cool too. Introspective.
It's a big part of him.
Yeah.
He's a demon, so he's been alive, centuries. So how much of that time was in just utter torment and darkness and all that? So the fact that he's functioning at all is amazing.
Right.
Yeah, he's actually, functioning. Great job, even though you're a total asshole.
Way to go. You function.
Do it in the Aiden voice, please.
Yay, you function. You totally function as a demon, bro. You totally do. Keep up the good work.
How did you and your co-author write together? Like, how did that look for you guys?
So generally, what we do is we each mostly pick a character, and then we write that character throughout the book, and we switch back and forth. But we do alternate at times, but that's how we usually do it. Like, she'll write a chapter, and then I'll read it, and then write the following chapter, so it flows, and then back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah. It works pretty well, though, and it's fun because I found writing by myself is extremely lonely, and I don't like it because there's no one to give me feedback, and I found that I need that. So when I write with her, I'm like, okay, so what's she going to say about my chapter? And I'm excited. And then I read hers, and I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen. And it's your own book, but you don't know. So it makes it more exciting.
That's a cool way to look at it. I really like that. Yeah. This next question, it's going to be similar, but a little bit different for each of you. So Christine, for someone thinking about writing their first book, what advice would you give them? And for Kayden, someone looking about getting into narrating, advice for them.
Do you want to go first this time?
Okay, cool. How kind of you. We're both Leos as well.
He just had his
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Oh, thank you.
Do you want us to sing to you? Kelly will sing.
Thanks.
I will sing. I sing all the time.
I feel like you've been trying to chip that the whole time, but you really okay. If you want to sing,
We'll put Kelly
I
on
don't
the
know if
spotlight.
you guys have I'm sure Christine has seen a few episodes. I randomly break out into songs almost every show. So,
and it's gonna be happy birthday today. We're all here for it, Kelly.
oh, should I do the Beatles one?
well, yeah, I don't want to break a tradition.
No, do the Marilyn Monroe one.
You seriously want me to do them?
Yeah, I'm ready for this.
Happy birthday, Mr. Kayden Lukakis. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. That was beautiful.
Great. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you. Oh, and then the question.
Yep.
Yeah, that thing.
Anybody who Anybody who is looking to get into narrating, first off, you've got to realize it's not just reading, and that's something I get frustrated with when people are like, "Oh, so do you read the book beforehand? Do you just read it? How long does it take?" And the way that they say it, it says that they think you just open the book and you read the book, and you say the words correctly. Like you just, it's not like that.
Like you're just reading out loud, like you would be like in school, like reading something
like
out loud.
story time.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and like the way that the authors usually write, what kind of what kind of point of view it is. So, for example, for the Corrupt Shadows series, it's first person. So all those characters, whatever they're saying, they're acting as if that character is going through that in those moments. So it's not just reading and being like, "Oh, and then I went over to the door and I did that." It's just like, what are you feeling or thinking in that moment? And you've got to really channel all that. So you've got to know how to interpret a book and how to understand what the intention is behind the writing. So that's probably the most important thing.
Narrating is so much harder too because you have to act just through your voice. You can't use your body or your facial expressions. It just has to come through your voice.
Yeah. And with all these like parentheses, ellipses, hyphenates, like all that, it makes it, you have to get really like good at technical stuff, communicating that whole world and communicating those beats and if there's comedy, the comedy through just your voice.
Yeah.
But you get good at it. You'll get good at it. But you just got to remember, like, it's not about sounding good. It's not about being able to read prettily. It's about being messy. It's about being connected and understanding like what the author's book is. If the reader was eyeball reading it, what would they hear in their head? Then that's what you do. It's not about looking like sounding awesome. And I like to sound awesome because I'm a Leo. It's not about that. So if you want to become a narrator, figure that shit out. Read out loud a lot. Realize that it's like the lower end of pay for voice actors. It's good money to me, but that's because I have a good amount of volume as well. Like you can't, if you did like 2 audiobooks a year, like your family would not be eating. So you got to be doing like, a few a month at least. But if it's something you want to do and you practice on your own and you're passionate about acting and literature, then fucking do it. Just go do it.
I really like that. About that perspective of it, about how like you don't need to sound pretty, because a lot of the books are like messy and like the dialogue is messy and the feelings are messy and everything. So you don't need to, and you need to like emote the punctuation also. That's really cool. That's a great way to look at it and explain it.
Yeah, and I need to listen to another one of your books because every time you talk now, all I think about is Aiden. So I need to listen to a different book that you narrated.
Just listen to the it was Wanted, right? That's the one I told you I just listened to? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a Lauren Beale book.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Christine, your answer.
What was the question again? People.
I know. I like that too. I was like, wait a minute. I know.
Advice for anybody thinking of becoming an author or writing their first book.
I would say the biggest thing is just, kind of the same thing. What Kayden said, like, just fucking do it. Like, you want to write a book, just get the words down. It's your first draft, which is something I still have to constantly remind myself. It's the first draft. It doesn't have to be amazing right off the bat. Just get out the story, and then what they say is true, like, the beauty's in the rewriting. That's where the book actually gets all the little details, all that extra stuff. So you just gotta fucking write the book, and that's the first step. Don't be afraid of putting the words down, because otherwise you'll just end up in a endless cycle of rewriting like one chapter for like 10 years, and it's just not worth it.
Yeah, can I add to that too? Like, so same thing for narrating. Like when you're recording, you can't be like judging yourself while you record, because it's just not what they're gonna hear is not a good performance. They're gonna hear you in your head. And in addition, you gotta like if there's nothing there, like there's nothing. Like you can't be judging yourself through the process. You're not supposed to be directing. Like it's just like be the actor in this moment.
Yeah.
Later on, then you can go back and figure it out. But if you have nothing, if there's no track laying down,
Right. No one's going to hear anything if you don't do anything. Yeah.
yeah. And the beauty is in like getting to know your process. It's similar writing and narrating, except I wouldn't have a thing if you didn't do that thing.
Yeah, so keep doing your thing so he has that thing.
Yeah. And then like on, I guess like layering on that, do you get, as a voice actor, do you get direction from the producer or from the author? Or is it both?
Yeah.
Yeah. So producers, they're more like casting directors and project managers, I would say. So once it's cast and everything, they don't really say anything. They might listen to parts of it at the end, but like you don't really hear from them until you're cast. But now it's kind of nice for the authors, but like they usually get the final say in who gets cast.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're supposed to read the dedication.
Do you want to read them?
Can we do both? Can we do
Yeah.
Christine and then we'll do an Aiden version? We talked about this one night when we had a gummy as an episode. Like, I love reading the dedication, then reading the whole book, and then going back and then reading the author's dedication.
I like this table that I can just
She's so drunk. And it's
I like that I have a table over here, and then just like, oh, look at, now I have a new drink. Da, 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 da.
But the dedication is sometimes my favorite part because it's like really like the author's like heart and soul into just a couple sentences that kind of like dedicates the whole book. So I love
It's
it.
really nice that like she had said, she was like, oh, do you ever like reread this after you read the book? And I was like, well, I reread books, so I read it again when I like visit the book again. And it's kind of fun to read it after I already know what happens. And then she was like, oh, I just like read the book and then go back immediately after. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And so then she was like, this is my new thing. This is my gummy idea. We're going to do this for every show. We're going to read the
They're
dedication.
the best ideas.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's a really cool idea. So now that's our new idea.
But if you could read it in an Aiden voice, that would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
What was I supposed to be like writing that shit down or something? There's no way I'm gonna remember all that.
There's no way I'm going to remember 7 words.
Could you at least say it again? No. I mean, how can I communicate someone's heart and soul if I don't know exactly what the words are? Can you at least show it on the screen or something?
So perfect.
I can't see that. It's like 120p. I can't. For those who wear red flags like necklaces, this is for you.
That was so perfect.
That was amazing. Thank you. Read our blush questions.
The blush questions. Oh my God.
Okay. With blush questions, I will say again, if there's anything that you're uncomfortable or you do not want to ask or answer at all, just say pass. We move on. No questions asked at all.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready? This is a lot of pressure. It's like the do.
I'm an open book. I had to add that.
Yes.
Yes. K-face.
Yeah. Tell us about a time you went skinny dipping.
Ooh, that's a good time.
Like last week.
The time.
Really? That's awesome.
Yay! Tell us about it. You can't just say, oh,
You have to do like the best epic one.
You
like
have
the
to-
one that's
yes.
like made the top.
where you have a
ranking.
story and then you need to elaborate on it.
Oh. I mean, I just do it whenever. I don't know. Like, I think the last time it was just because like I wanted to have sex. So I like,
Yeah.
I'm married. So just like naked around my partner, and it's kind of hot when you're like swimming around.
Yeah. Do you have your own pool, or was it in a public pool?
Or like a lake or something.
No, it was in somebody else's pool.
Ooh,
Hey.
did you sneak in?
Were
Did you
there
break
other
in?
people around?
I wish I had a pool.
Were there other people around?
No, it was like an Airbnb. It was an
Oh,
Airbnb
okay.
type thing on the side of
Fun.
a mountain.
Were you like hey, let's go skinny dip. Let's go skinny dipping?
No, you just
or were you just like,
drop them.
hey,
You just drop them.
here's my
You're
day.
like, we're off.
I'm not one of those. I'm not a premeditated person. Yeah, just drop them. Just be like,
I love it.
were you
Yes.
already in the pool and then you were just like, throw my swimmers out on the patio, or were you like throw them out and then jump in, or like, hey,
I didn't. Now this memory's gonna stick with me. Like it was fading away. So thank
See?
you for.
Oh, good. I'm glad we can help.
I took him off before. Yeah, before.
and then did you run into a cannonball?
No, I didn't do that.
Oh my
I
god.
kind of like walked in.
Good for you.
Did you guys
can't
walk in
cannonball
together
in.
holding hands, like leisurely
And
walk
did you
in?
sing together and like do a kiss when you like entered the water?
No,
Entered.
Was it like da la 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 la? Don't
That
be
did not-
shy. Close your eyes.
I mean your version's more interesting, but no, that didn't happen.
Okay, CM, you're up.
Yeah, I don't know. It was when I was a teenager, probably is the most memorable time. Because I was a lifeguard for several summers and we worked at a pool. So we had the keys to the pool. So a bunch of us lifeguards got together, allegedly drinking and snuck in the pool, allegedly. and
Yes.
it's just like, one of the stupid things that teenagers do. We just, there was 10 of us, I think. And we just all were,
Awesome.
sounds fun. So we did it, and that was it.
That's what the whole point of skinny dipping, just to say you did it. It's
That's
fun.
what I like Kayden's answer, because Penny also told a similar, her skinny dipping story was like, oh, we all were just like skinny dipping together and, ta-da.
I don't know how I didn't die. It was
And
like in the
then-
middle of the lake and we were all
Yeah.
drunk.
That sounds nice. I like.
Yeah, it was
But
fun.
I was also like, but nobody hooked up with each other. And she was like, no, we were just
We just
skinny
had
dipping.
fun.
And then I was like, but isn't that the point?
Not in the water, probably.
No, but you at least sort of make out with people in the water. Not like,
Oh yeah,
You just have fun.
yeah,
but nothing.
no,
Nothing too
no,
in the
not like
water.
this.
Like, why
but you
would you?
But I was like, nobody was pairing off with each other or anything. And she's like, no. And I was like, our whole point of let's skinny dip, and then you kind of find somebody to partner off with, and then you get out of the water, and then you go hook up. And she was like,
CM,
no.
we're going to go skinny dipping and just have a great time because we're just like, woo!
Yeah. It doesn't have to.
That's wholesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's true. It's just to freeing and to
Yeah.
live your life.
Not many things that I did were wholesome.
But if it's an orgy, that's a different story, though, because you're prepared for that.
Yeah.
Is this your skinny dipping story?
Well, it can be. Where?
I want to hear it. You're the only one.
Yeah, what's your skinny dipping
Oh,
story?
well,
We haven't heard yours.
I didn't go skinny dipping only one time. But, okay, so where I went to school is very, farm town or whatever. So we're bored all the time. And so, yeah, the skinny dipping was, like I said, we would all go in together, but then it would also be who am I going to make out with while I'm here? And then, everybody would just, break off in
yeah,
two couples
everyone's different.
and make out. It was an excuse to find people to hook up with.
This is a great example of Kelly. What's your blush question, Kelly?
Hey, I want to know celebrity crushes. Your first celebrity crush.
That is a fun one.
Yeah.
Oh. Mine was Keanu Reeves.
Keanu.
Ooh, oh my gosh,
Oh
good
my
call.
God.
That's a good one.
Keanu.
Yes.
I still. Woo. Bill and Ted. I love some Bill and Ted. And then I was obsessed with him in Speed. Woo.
He's just an
Absolutely.
amazing person. Yeah, all around. Great choice.
Yes.
How about you, Kayden?
So the guy one or the girl one?
Ooh, both. Do both.
Both, please. Both.
Okay, girl one, Hillary Duff for sure.
Really? From where?
What was it? Lizzie McGuire was her
Lizzie?
first
That's what I
thing.
was going to say. If it was Lizzie McGuire, yeah.
I'm younger than her. I'm a little younger than her. So it's not weird. It's not like I was like 20 and I'm like, who's your brother?
I know, I'm like,
But and then the other one, the guy one would probably be Zac Efron.
oh my gosh, that is a winner.
Yeah, I had my guy awakening a little later, I think.
High School Musical, wasn't he in that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like I didn't even know what to think. I was like, yeah.
All right, what's your
Anyway,
other
okay.
celebrity crush?
Oh, Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it what movie?
Tomb Raider. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's like everyone's go-to with her. I think at that movie, everyone
She
fell
looks
in love
good
with
in
her.
that.
Have you ever been caught having sex?
Yes. Multiple times.
Can you tell us
Yeah.
about it or one of the stories?
Mm,
Huh. Go first. If you're thinking about it.
I'm like, wait, which time though?
Pick one.
Oh, it was when my husband was in the military because he was in the Marine Corps, and he'd have
Oh.
just Marine Corps buddies just like coming over to our house randomly to hang out. And one of the times we were just like, so nobody's here right now. And then I don't remember if it was in the living room or it was somewhere not in our bedroom. And then one of them came over and they're like, whoa, that's too much. I don't want to see that. And
Did they join in?
No. My husband. Yeah. It was interesting though. And I thought it was hilarious. I still bring it up. I'm like, you remember when that happened? He's like, I don't want to talk about it. That wasn't fun for me.
How about you, Kayden?
Yeah, again, I'm thinking like which one?
Yeah.
Which one should I share?
You guys are so much fun. I love this.
Mhm.
You want like a funny one or an annoying
Funny
one?
one.
Okay, funny one. It was like my birthday and I was at my parents. I was visiting my parents. So
Oh
like
no.
I'm in my childhood
Please
bedroom.
don't tell me it was your parents.
Yeah. And what happened was, mind you, it was my birthday, right? So one of my gifts was a step counter. And we'll come back to that later. But so I'm in my bed getting it on because my ex came to visit.
Oh.
Okay. And then my brother comes to the door and he's like, hey, are you in there? And I just say nothing. It's like, why the fuck would I be like, yeah, come on in. Secondly, not that kind of family. Secondly, then my mom comes by. Right? My mom's like traipsing up and down the hallway, like, where is he? Where's Kayden? Where did he go? Has anyone seen him? No, I haven't seen it. Like, and just everyone's just like on this search hunt, and I'm like, fucking hell. So whatever, we finish. But then I go upstairs and they're like, oh, there you are. Oh my God. And I'm like, yeah, I was just like on a walk. And then that prompts them to look at my little step counter that they had just gifted me. And they're like, 3,600 steps. That seems really weird. You just activated it, right? I'm like, yeah. And then my like godparents come over. My
really
sister comes over, they're like, that's
my
weird. Maybe it's
gosh.
broken. Can I see it? And I'm just like, can you guys just shut the fuck up? And then I reveal, I'm like, we were having sex. I'm like, we're just having sex, okay? And they're like, and then everyone's just like, oh.
That is the best story we've
Like, it was
had.
just-
For
That's
sure.
fucking awkward.
amazing. Oh my God.
That is
It's like
awesome.
something out of a sitcom or something. That's insane.
That is awesome, especially because you got it for
Oh
your
my
birthday.
God.
Just no boundaries.
What is a ridiculous story, like embarrassing or funny or otherwise, after either, because we usually drink wine on our show, either after an entire bottle of wine or like a ridiculous amount of your beverage
When
of
you're
choice?
extremely drunk and
Yes.
you can't walk in a straight line. Kayden, do you,
You
have an
look
answer?
like you have a story. Look at him. He's like, mhm.
Let's hear your story.
I mean, I've always got stories,
Yeah.
but like, I just want to think one that's not too long. I
No,
don't
tell
know.
us a long one. Tell us whatever you want.
Kelly.
Sure. Okay, one Halloween, I was Batman.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
And
Time out for 1 second.
yeah,
So you were Batman. So can you?
Oh my gosh.
I love
Here we
Batman.
go.
He's my favorite. So you need to say, I'm Batman, please, in Batman voice.
oh my God.
No pressure.
Which one? Which version of
That's
Batman?
the correct response. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
Michael Keaton is my Batman.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, that was good.
That was so not hot. This is why I'm never the hot characters. I'm always the fucking hated characters. Okay, that's fine.
That was good. Yay, thank
was
you.
great.
Batman. I did the Danny DeVito Batman.
Yeah.
There. I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay, tell us your Batman story.
Oh yeah, so I was Batman, and what did I had vodka, and I was with my friends, and like we were all out, and we're like a bunch of like theater kids, so like we're all out, we're having a good time, and then I'm just like, I don't know if I wasn't getting paid attention to enough or something, but I just fucking dipped. I just like ran. And then I would just like with different groups of people, and like I was at like different bars and stuff, and then I was at like different house parties because we were in like college, and and it was just a wild night. Like my friends still talk about it. I'm like, yeah, that was pretty crazy. But again, at the end of the night, I get caught hooking up with the Mad Hatter.
Yeah,
and
you do.
Everyone's there like, where were you? And I'm like, can everyone just fuck off while I'm trying to get off? Like,
Please
leave
tell me
alone.
that you were Batman in the Mad Hatter hat.
Did you keep part of your costumes on?
No, I was just Batman. I was Batman disheveled at that point. What do you mean?
Did you wear his hat?
I love that. Batman disheveled. Did you still have your mask on?
I think so.
Yes!
I mean, like I said, like I had a good amount of vodka.
That's like,
It was crazy.
Just made Kelly's whole
you
day.
did. That image of him. Yeah, just imagining this, because Batman is my all-time favorite superhero. Alice is one of my favorite books of all time. So like just this mashup of Mad Hatter and Batman has just like made my day. I'm so happy.
Okay, I'm determined. Are you ready, Christine? For your
Sure.
question. Okay. What is the craziest place you've had sex?
You can answer this too, Kayden. Look at him.
I know. I was like, I can't wait for Kayden's answer too. This is gonna be good.
I don't even know. I'm trying to. There's so many places.
Well, this is a good answer too. I like this.
I have to narrow it down.
Okay, I'll give mine. That mine was like on an overpass, like on a overpass bridge, in a random country, and then that's it.
Was it like in the middle of the night or in the day or what?
It was night. It was like
Were there cars going by?
but yeah.
Kelly's. I love how on every one of your stories, Kelly's like, I need every detail. How many cars? Did they have their brights on? Did it slow
I
down?
don't know if there were people watching or if it was just like, meh.
You're not making me blush yet, but you're making me realize what a mess I've been.
No, I
No,
love it. We all are.
You're like my favorite
You're in the
person.
right community.
Yeah, I'm like,
We all
Kayden's
are.
my new best friend.
Mine isn't all that exciting. Oh shit! Sorry, turned on my label printer. Right. Out of me.
Getting excited.
So, the American Pie movies. This one time at scout camp, no. But it was. It was outside of like the cabin or whatever that the other counselors slept in, and my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time. Yeah, it was. They were all sleeping, and they're like, "Yeah, be quiet." And I'm like, "Yeah, I can't do that though." So, like, it's
Oh, that is a good one. That is really good.
Wait, did you?
Yeah.
I also have a hard time being quiet. Did you get the like hand over the mouth or like throat or
Always.
any of the fun
Yeah.
stuff, or were you just like, yeah?
of course.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one.
I mean, you've read Corrupt Shadows. Hand necklaces are,
Yeah.
par for the course.
Yes.
That's-
They're
That's where it's at.
necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
I'll talk to you
Bye.
later. Bye.
Talk to you later. Bye.
That was awesome.
Yes, they're so fun.
They are
They're
so
great.
fun.
What a treat.
Oh my gosh. Aiden is gold to the T. If you have not listened to their audio,
take a minute to pause. Hold on. Kayden is Aiden. That's fun to say.
Kayden is Aiden. Listen to the audio. It's awesome.
I mean, the entire cast is great, but
yeah, it's
Aiden,
a full experience.
Kayden is Aiden.
It's a full
He's super fun.
audio experience. Listen to it all. Read it all. Do both.
It's an auditory experience for sure.
It is. Do it. Do it now.
Do it. Do it.
Next week. We're really drunk, guys. I'm so sorry.
You're welcome.
Next week.
Next week.
Next week, guys.
Break for me, Ember Nicole.
Okay. Can I just say next week?
Should we wait for next week?
No, we should not. Next week, age gap. Brat. Grumpy asshole. It's like the perfect storm for a perfect book.
I was like, this is Penny's
Oh my gosh.
perfect book.
It's an amazing book. Read it. Eat it up.
Yes. Get ready
Oh
for
my
next week. We're going to
gosh.
do Break for Me by Ember Nicole.
So, next week,
You want
Kelly.
a little bit of this?
Yeah, pour it in here. Just
Okay.
a little bit.
Hey, do you think
Oh, Jesus.
these blackberries, these cut blackberries kind of look like octopus legs and they're little like suckers, like the little like
Nope.
they're little like
I don't see it. All right, ready for cheers?
mm-hmm.
Blush is back.
Yeah.
Hold on to your seats.
Hold on to your butts. My butt's getting wet from your wine.
We did it. We're back. We're back in action.
Ooh.
We're like Napoleon Dynamite.
Vote for Pedro.
All right, till next week. Kelly and I, did we do the cheers? Let's do the cheers one more
Yes,
time.
we already did it all.
All right, we already did the cheers. Good night, everybody.